Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Astrological Intentions. I'm your host, Alex Reevy, along with the global gadabout herself, Sandy Reevy.
Gad.
It is episode 200 and May 23rd. Let's get right into it. In the transits, we have today, Monday, May 23rd, Sun sextile Jupiter.
Big suggestions?
Same day, Mercury retrograde sextile Mars.
Pick something back up.
Venus sextile Saturn.
Past work is recognized.
And May 24th, Mars ingress Aries.
Ready, set, aim.
Wednesday, May 25th, Mercury retrograde trine Pluto.
Yeah, they're both retrograde.
And Friday, May 27th, Venus square Pluto.
Superior square. Oh no.
Saturday, May 28th, Venus ingress Taurus.
Take a mud bath?
And Sandy's astrological interesting day to wrap up the week, Sunday, May 29th, Mars conjunct Jupiter.
Yeah, productive energy expanded.
We have a talisman time ready for you, some things on the horizon, as well as in our house, Sandy has landed from Greece, and there's only time for one short story. So listen in to this episode of Astrological Intentions.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you.
Hello, global gadabout.
Gadabout, what is
A gadabout is somebody who like perpetually goes and like seeks like pleasurable things like travel and luxury and
this last trip was all that. It was informative, interesting, new information. And, you know, I was on a little scouting tour and we have dates
right
for our Greek retreat.
Right.
I'm going to call this is a definite retreatication, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a retreatication.
All right. And okay, so let's get right into it. Thank you, everybody, for sending in all of your feedback, your emails.
Thank you.
It is our soul food. So we have someone who just updated their review on Apple Podcasts because I didn't realize you can't have more than one. You just have to edit the one that you've previously done.
Okay.
And the subject is Angelic Astrologer. Thank you so much for all of the enlightening information I tune into weekly. I have learned so much about myself and how I am woven into this cosmic fabric that makes up all the blanket of existence. You are both inspiring, motivating, and engaging. Thank you 1,000 times. Thank you. But
So
it continues.
nice.
That was
Oh.
the first one. So, Swedish sage Sandy and amazingly alluring Alex. I attempted to write another review, and to my pleasant surprise, my original review came up. So I'm attaching my present review to the old one because I cannot get myself to erase my previous genuine words. I'd like to say that I appreciate you both so very much, both on the podcast side, continuously enriching my day-to-day, as well as on the business end, providing the utmost fabulous, personalized customer service. Please continue to shine and thrive as you do so well.
Aww.
We, your listeners and patrons, continue to bloom and flourish as well.
Wow.
Right?
Incredible.
Beautifully written. I am like, that get applause.
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you. So, of course, if you have any meaningful words that you want to share with us, I would love to share them here on the podcast. So go ahead and write us one of those reviews. Email me, alex@intentionbeads.com. So this episode is going to be a little bit shortened because Sandy is just getting back from Greece. And by just, I mean, we just got back from the airport. And right now it is like 2:40 in the morning her time. So
I actually missed a whole night of sleep.
You did. So I know that we have a lot of information to share. So let's get focused on it.
Yes.
And let's get into the transits. So we'll start today, Monday, May 23rd, Sun sextile Jupiter.
Yeah, this happens, boom, right as soon as we wake up, 6:05 a.m. And, you know, anytime Jupiter is involved in something, we think about, is there something bigger? Is there something better? Is there, growth? Is there an action taken that can give us a new perspective? And with the sun here making a sextile to the Jupiter, there is reception. There's reception here because the sun is exalted in the sign of Aries, where Jupiter is sitting right now. So the leader may be seeing a bigger or better solution to a situation at hand. So find out if you can see a way to work together. This really is a camaraderie. Hey, we can do this. We agree on the same thing. Let's make the light shine on this even bigger because we are agreeing on something. So I like this aspect a lot.
That is a really great aspect. And the same day, there's another transit, Mercury Retrograde sextile Mars.
Yeah, pick something back up, right? This happens at the end of the night at about 10:30 p.m. Maybe
is this a renegotiation from the beginning of the day?
Not really, because it's two different planets. But you may have found out or what you lost or what you didn't know or what you didn't possess. You may get some information here, some details, information may be delivered to you. Say what you mean, question what someone means.
Clarify.
So clarifying questions. And, I'm just wondering with that retrograde, if there's an apology that's due someone. Are you due an apology? You might have to just ask for it. And that's not wrong to ask. Like, I really feel like there's an apology needed here. Is it something you have to provide, or is it something that
you want to ask for?
You want to ask for. Because this just says to take an initiative of something that you have dropped or forgot or
need to pick back up.
Yeah.
So Tuesday, May 24th, we have two transits. The first, Venus sextile Saturn.
Yeah, past work is recognized. What work has been accomplished or what is about to be accomplished? Take a moment to take your bow or your curtsy. Or plan a social gathering with some old friends. And when I say old, could be elderly,
okay.
the respectable, older folks, wiser, older folks, or with friends you haven't seen in a while, right? Because this Venus is sextiling Saturn. It just asks for you to,
take initiative.
Have like these potential interactions with others, because Venus is the planet of connections and relationships. But it's sextiling Saturn. It says, let's get a sturdy step on something if we're moving forward.
Right. So maybe just really solidify the plans when you're reconnecting with friends and, we should hang out. We should totally do that. But actually put a date down, get the reservation, do something that keeps you to that date.
Yeah. I mean, it's spring. Yeah.
And same day, May 24th, Tuesday, Mars ingress Aries. This sounds aggressive.
Well, it is. Mars does like to take that ready, set, aim. It's, super high energy, very, very powerful. It's a cardinal sign. Mars is the ruler of Aries, and it just wants to take off. Just wants to put some wings on and take off over the mountains. Yeah. Kind of like Icarius, which actually I did see the island of Icarius.
Ooh.
Where, you can't get too close to the sun when you've got wings as feathers put on with wax. Can't get too close to the sun. That's what happened to him. But it reminds you of just taking off for something, like getting wind underneath your sail. So anything
aim
that's
the
stalled,
course. Huh? Aim the course.
Yeah, and anything that you feel like you've stalled, see if you can, it's kind of like that lawnmower, the old-fashioned lawnmowers that our dads used to,
rev. Yeah.
You'd pull that lever, nothing would happen, and you would just give up. It's kind of like, no, go back to do that. Go back to whatever that project is. Give it one more pull. I bet it takes off.
Yeah. And that's usually when it happens, right? Just one more and boom. Wednesday, May 25th, Mercury retrograde trine Pluto.
Yep, both are retrograde here. This is the second of 3 passes. So they've met up once. This is the second time, and they're going to meet up one more time. So, we have to think, we have time and determined energy to dive even deeper into a subject. What has, I know we were talking about this in the car as you picked me up from Greece just now, is like, kind of like makes me want to say, what gets your goat? Because we were just talking about how delicious I was eating goat in Greece. So, what do you need to get into and keep digging at it? Anytime Pluto's involved in something that says, get to the bottom of something, get to the truth. Let's figure something out. And here we got the really nice support for these 2 planets that are both retrograde. And they're meeting up in a favorable aspect. So watch the news right around this Wednesday, Thursday.
See what's coming back.
I just think there's going to be some kind of impactful information that may be delivered from something that's been happening, and it's just being brought to our attention through
I have some
news.
Ideas in mind to renegotiate. So Friday, May 27th, Venus square Pluto.
Yeah,
Tougher?
Yeah, this is tough. Anytime you can get, here's the planet Venus. All she wants to do is have pleasant conversations. Mm-hmm. She wants to look good. She wants to smile. She wants to be
valued, worthy.
Yeah. Appreciated, all of these words, and it's square to Pluto. And Pluto's got this superior square. So Pluto's in a
powerful position.
In a power position where he's just kind of like pouncing right on Venus. So this is ungracious and uncooperative. And if you're feeling that way, I mean, I hate saying yay for you, but that's the order of the day, So if you are feeling, and not feeling cooperative and not feeling gracious, check yourself.
Right.
Don't say anything. Mm-hmm. Check. Maybe you think the mic's not on and it is on, and you say something and you hurt someone's feelings. Because, you're right to tune in with that energy of today. But hold that thought, hold that tongue. Don't be vindictive. Could be vindictive qualities.
Okay.
Where you're trying to nail somebody to the cross or something.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Saturday, May 28th, Venus ingress Taurus, which you actually have natally.
Yes, I do. So Venus rules Taurus, along with Venus ruling Libra. But in Taurus, she rules the earthy sign. The earth, the grounded, the value, the worth, the tangible items, the being resourceful, things of the ground. So this is a perfect time to plant your beautiful flowers.
Right.
Plant your vegetables, nurture, water, fertilize, whatever you do. Care, talk to them. They hear.
And plant yourself in some mud, which was your suggestion.
Take a mud bath, either on purpose or not. Right? Right. So, take off those shoes and get your feet into the dirt. Feel that really good, rich, smell the dirt. Even if you can get a bag of manure.
Off. Oh.
Well, I mean, like potting soil.
Don't say manure. That's a whole different thing.
Well, but it's so good for the soil. Compost.
Not good for the nose. But what about, kind of taking a barefoot walk? I feel like, kind of like planting your feet in that space of really connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with that sense of groundedness.
Yeah. And, it is, I'm just landing now here and seeing spring in Chicago, and grass is green.
Grass is green.
And grass is being cut. It's not this early springy thing that some is tall and some is little and it's not all green yet. But it's nice lawns out there now. So get your feet onto the land.
Yeah. So your last day of the week, and also your astrologically interesting day, is Sunday, May 29th, Mars conjunct Jupiter.
Yeah, productive energy expanded.
Expanded.
So this is Sunday morning, the 29th. We wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and this is happening. And this is at 3 degrees of Aries. So Mars sweeps by Jupiter to gather Jupiter's importance and his beneficence. Maybe you should work solo today, because you can accomplish a great deal. Now it's Sunday on this day. So if there's anything that's been lagging, this is a day that you could get up early and really massively get some things done, even if it's not Sunday things. You can finish up Saturday things or get a head start on Monday things. You just don't want to be told what to do here. You don't want to really take directions from others. I did do a little search on this because I found this, Mars is in Aries, his own home sign, and Jupiter comes around, once every 12 years in Aries, and Mars gets to Aries once every 2 years. So it was like, I wonder when the last time they met up together in Aries, and it was June of 1975.
Whoa. Which
is really wild because 12 years ago when Jupiter was here, Mars was not. That was the year that Mars was on the other side of the horoscope. And then 12 years before that, Mars was not hitting Aries in that year. So really interesting that this hasn't happened since 1975, before you were born. I was just a year out of high school. Yeah. So, just find out what, things are going to be quick. They're going to be quickened. So this initiative and, do something big. This is about, achieving something that's a winning success.
Like a big goal.
Yeah.
One of those kind of more aggressive goals, because Mars would definitely like that. All right. So I think that's a wrap in the transits. It's actually a big week ahead. So we're rooting for all of you. And let's move into talisman times. You had finished up one talisman Wednesday, May 18th, to adhere to my self-controlled plans and my own authority.
I do the hard work and I hold myself accountable for my body, my health, and my routine. I am rewarded. It is worth it.
It is worth it. Absolutely.
This is a really nice Saturn. Saturn's not retrograde yet, and Saturn is coming up over the horizon. Of course, I was in our Margos island, Greece, for this one. And this one was at 1 o'clock-ish in the morning. The moon was straight up in the 10th house in Sagittarius. So the moon is making a really nice aspect to the ruler and the rising Saturn. So, to be your own authority.
Right.
To, adhere to your self-controlled plans. Yes. I like this one.
I really like this one too.
And it's really cute how I decided not to bring an oven.
Yeah.
And there was they have no hardware stores on the island. So I couldn't get an oven. So I asked the chef. Well, I had to go through the concierge and ask the chef.
Yeah.
And everybody there knew I was needing beads baked. And
word gets around, right?
Oh my gosh, it was like, so what? I can't wait to see the beads. Where are the beads? And what's the temperature? And we had to change it to Celsius. And I already knew that because when we were in India or Bali, we had to buy the Celsius toaster oven. So everybody knew about this one talisman bracelet that I was needing to have baked. Everybody was involved in it. It was so cute.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's a little story about this talisman.
So let's quick remind everyone, this is going to be the last week of the Talisman of the Month, which is to strengthen the mind and clarify the message. This is a Mercury forward talisman, all about our inner thoughts as well as our communication with others. This is at a special price of $222, and you also get a free shipping credit. These Talisman of the Months are a great idea if you are listening, and interested in a talisman for yourself. So let's move on to the horizon.
Okay.
Where June 4th, we're going to be hosting our June astrology forecast. That is with Sandy and Susan, giving you all of the dates on Facebook Live. It is a great resource if you want to learn a little bit more information, get your calendars ready, download the $10 cheat sheet that we offer that gives you all of the information that you need. Also, we have coming up very soon is June 1st, our summer solstice constellation bracelet workshop. This is the last chance to sign up for it. It is going, gone, almost gone.
Yeah, because I have to get all of those charts, your charts together, 12 charts, get those printed and prepared for you and get them in the mail.
Get them in the mail
this week.
And so do you want to share? I'm going to share our Mexico retreat dates for 2023, which is January 21st to the 28th. I'm going to put that link to fill out the retreat deposit. Tell me a little bit about, because I know we're gonna shift into our house soon, but just tell me a little bit about the dates for Greece.
So I have guaranteed our next international retreat.
Woohoo!
Yeah, in Amargos Island, very remote but beautiful. Everyone in Athens that I was like, they're like, "Oh, you're going to go to an island?" I was like, "Yeah, Amargos." Well, I would say Amargos, and they were like, "Where?" I'm like, "Amargos Island." They're like, "Oh, Amargos." I'm like, oh, "Okay."
You put the wrong emphasis.
So
on the wrong
Amargos
syllable.
Island in Greece. Definitely going there. The dates are, this is 2023. Oh, September 7th through September 14th.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Thursday to a Thursday.
Okay.
And we'll be there for
Well, then people can
7
pad
nights.
on to the end of the retreat.
So, yeah, I'm thinking, well, we're going to talk offline, but if there's a part 1 and then a part 2, and Amargos would be the part 2.
Okay.
Because if we do anything in Athens, like and I think I want to teach mythology. There's so much mythology in the Greek
That
Parthenon,
would be really cool.
and I met up with Ariel Gutman, and I think I'm going to pull her in for the part 1 where she can do the Venus Star Point. We considered going to Charithia, to where Venus's temple is, which is off the coast of Kalamata.
I have a feeling this is going to sell out very, very quickly.
Yeah, I don't have the costs.
So
yet,
I'll have the links coming soon for this retreat. Yeah. Yes. So I am so excited. That's going to be an amazing retreat. I know that's going to.
Yeah, and I do want to call this, the first part might be heavy in mythology and going around Athens and the Parthenon and the Acropolis and those areas. And then when we get to Amargos Island, it will be more of a retreat occasion. We'll definitely be doing some things like going to the monastery, taking a cooking class, doing,
Vacation-y things.
Yeah, and they've got 5 yoga studios. We'll have the one with the curtains and the projector and the screen that comes down. So we won't even need to pack our projector and our screen.
Wow. So let's move into our house. Sandy has officially landed from Greece, and we have only time for one short story. It's going to be a bedtime story, I think. So,
yeah, I left at 12:30 p.m. in Athens, which was
here. That's what, about 4 a.m.
It was 4 a.m. Chicago time, and then I landed at 4 p.m. Chicago time. So literally, I skipped a whole night of sleep.
Yeah.
And I feel it. I totally feel it.
Yeah, you're jet lagged 100%. That's why we're shortening this
Yeah,
episode up. But I want to hear. I want to hear like what overall. Give me this like picturesque idea of what this trip was for you. We don't have to go into the details of all the things that you did, but just give me an overall
I was
feeling.
in awe of Athens when I went on some of my tours to some of these mythical places that literally are in front of your eyes. That was 2,000 years ago. And then I took a little trip to visit Ariel Gutman and get my
Your
certificate
certification
for Venus Star Point.
Congratulations.
That was very special. She and I hit it off where she invited me back to her house, which is like an estate, and watch the sun go down with some homemade wine. That was a huge, big aha for me. And then thinking like, that's it. I mean, that was like such an awesome.
That was your pre-retreat.
My couple 5-6 days. And then I meet the group down at the ferry, and we had an 8.5-hour ferry ride, which was all picturesque.
Okay.
Right. And we get to Amargos Island, get there, and it is like heaven.
Wow.
That all of a sudden is like, no, this is Greece. The food, the people, the scenery, the white, because Athens does not have that whole whitewash with the blue.
No. Is
Athens
it more like
doesn't do
city?
that. Yeah, but the islands do.
Okay.
And they only started painting those in 1983 when they chose to paint their homes in white and blue that reflected the water, the waves of the white caps of the water and the beautiful blue of the
Those
sea
were,
of the sea.
I mean,
So
the
that's what
pictures
they
that you
chose.
sent were
Yeah.
absolutely.
And what you would think of Greece, those were the islands. And I only went to I only went to one island, which is Amargos Island, is in the Cyclades. It's one of the very last ones, and it's a island that a whole lot of people don't go to. There are 1,500 people that live there, and
that is not a lot of people.
and there's one road.
Wow. And it just goes around the whole island?
It's one road. It doesn't go around. It's the same road. You go that way and you come back that way.
Oh, so it's just like a really skinny island.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and you know what else? One of my favorite things was I literally swam where they filmed that movie.
Deep Blue?
Well, not Deep Blue. I think that's the shark one.
Do you need me to?
Because I sent it to you, and then I was like, "That's Big Blue."
Big Blue?
Big Blue.
Okay.
I think everybody remembers that. The two little lovebirds were swimming off this little cove. I swam in that exact cove. It was amazing.
The Big Blue.
The Big Blue.
Yeah.
In fact, I want to watch that again and relive that scene. But I have to just tell you, and I know that I did get off the plane after 11.5 hours. And it was my first experience with global entry.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking off, and I was way in the back of the plane, so it was one of the last ones off, right? And I am feeling so terrible and feeling so sad for everybody that has to, like, I would have normally gotten into the line that everybody else gets into, and we've all been there. But because you said, because you got it years ago.
Global entry, yep.
Global entry. You guys, anybody listening, actually, there's a lot of credit cards that pay for your global entry. It's $100. You have to apply online, then you have to go into an in-person visit. It is worth your time. I literally passed about 3 hours up in line.
Wow,
walked right in. I was the only one walking in. It takes a picture of your face that's already on database somewhere, and I walked right out.
Wow.
I didn't have to go through customs. Oh my God.
That's
I
easy.
beat my luggage. It's an international flight. I beat my luggage to the turnstile.
Yeah, that's
That's
unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, I did say, my favorite part of Greece is my global entry.
Well, your favorite part of traveling to Greece
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that's for sure. So yeah, give me some adjectives on like how did you feel while you were in
Blue,
Greece?
sunny. We were there for the eclipse. I got pictures of the eclipse. We should put a couple of those out somewhere on Instagram. Oh, actually, I did.
Yeah.
That was so last week. Massive amounts of food. My favorite food is potatato.
Which is
Goat, potatoes, and these beautiful spices in
nice.
a sauce. I had that several times, but I had to go
What was
to
your
a
favorite
restaurant.
drink of choice?
My favorite drink, well, the raki. In each little village or each little family has their own recipe. It's a grape liqueur, and it depends how long you
Ferment it.
Steam it or cook
steam.
it, because the longer you cook it, like the ones we had, they served that to us at the monastery. This
Wow.
2,000-year-old monastery in the side of the mountains. We had to climb up 300 stairs, but they were like flagstone stairs. They weren't like concrete steps with a railing or anything.
Right.
No. When we got up to the top, they gave us a refreshment, and it was raki. And but they said, oh, but we cook it for 8 hours, so we burn a lot of the alcohol off.
Yeah, that's good. How do they expect people to get back down the stairs?
But I liked that, especially the one with cinnamon. So I did bring some of that back.
Ooh.
And ozu. That's a big drink there. And when you put water or ice in it, and it turns white. It's a clear.
It's like cloudy,
liquid, and it gets white. All kinds of wines.
Yeah.
Made there.
So tell me about, like, was it peaceful? Was it energizing? Was it how does Greece translate to you?
It was restorative. Yeah, restorative. You had so much time. In other women in the group were saying this too, that just kind of we got there, and then we got there, and then we got there, and then we got there. It wasn't like zippity doo dah. Wasn't like, and that's why when we run the retreat there, I do want this to be more of a retreatication, because there's a spa there, so you have great massages. Oh my gosh, the masseuse Christos is a teacher. He's the guy that I had a couple times. That I've never had. I know probably every massage you have, you say, "Oh my gosh, this is the best massage I've ever had." But this is true.
He's like renowned.
I did not know there was tournaments for masseuses.
I would love to be a judge for that. I feel like, that's my calling.
He has won international masseuse
championship.
Olympians, yeah.
Right.
So and he's in this little tiny town.
So that was part of the restorative.
That was part of the restorative. There, you can go down to the ocean, or I guess we should say the sea, the Aegean Sea. But their outdoor pool was salt water, so you literally would float.
Wow.
You didn't need any swimmies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have an indoor pool that was also
salt water. Wow.
So, in just really good food, they eat dinner at 8 o'clock at night.
Pretty late, yeah.
So you have this really nice, it's not like you're kind of done with your day around 4 or 5, and then you're like, okay, so what's for dinner? What are we going to do for dinner? No, you go back and rest. You go take a walk. You lay down. You take a shower. You prepare for dinner, because all we had to do was show up. But everybody got kind of dressed up. They put their flowy clothes on. They would throw on some lipstick or some mascara.
Because you're out on the bluff. right?
Yeah.
Like even when you're eating outside of your hotel room, you're seeing that big bay in the, kind of inlet of this island.
So it was even though it sounds like it's Greece, it had that Caribbean feel, but a different, like a remote Caribbean feel, just like because it was so
European
blue.
version.
Yeah, it was so blue. They wear their wedding rings on their right finger, on their right hand.
Interesting.
I found that interesting. Yeah.
So.
Oh my gosh, and so friendly, and most everybody speaks, really nice English to a little bit of English, but they're in the hospitality field over there, really.
Right. Wow. I mean, it's really exciting. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. I'm so excited that you, put down some dates for us to go back, because just witnessing some of the videos and pictures that you sent me, this will be a unmatchable
I know
opportunity.
And we got it. I'm starting to work back on Bali. That will go down in the spring of next year, 2023.
Yes.
So everybody that was signed up for Bali for 2020, we're heading there in 2023.
Woohoo!
And I think there are 1 or 2 still spots left for Bali. So if you wanted to put in the, you can go on the website and put a $500 deposit down for that. It'll be in April of 2023 of next year.
All right, so that is a wrap on our episode today. Thank you everybody for listening in. We appreciate your feedback, your reviews, all of the above. Make sure to email me, alex@intentionbeads.com, if you have any questions or comments. Thank you everybody for listening. We will see you next week.
Bye.
I say go do you. Now travel far, share your stories and earn your scars. It's you. Say you are the one you will answer to when this life is done. Don't waste a minute, jump in the river. Wash yourself clean so you can deliver you. The story of you, the story of you. The story of you, the story